Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoy the go over of this rifle. This is probably one of my favourite rifles in my kit bag, if not my absolute favourite. In airsoft, we're always striving to get better and better. Can we shoot further? Can we shoot faster? Can we shoot more accurately? This is pretty much my go-to. This is the all-rounder. This does everything extremely well, and it's not even the most expensive gun in my arsenal or one which I've put the most amount of time in. It just works and it's an absolute monster. So this is my G&G CM16 SRS, which I have stuck a Polarstar in. So let's go, we'll just do a quick front to back of the gun, and then I'll turn it over, you can see it from a few angles, and then we can tick this one off the list. So right up at the front, this is a metal brand suppressor. So it's the 190mm one, I think. It is fully hollow, and I have put, I can't even remember the word, Brillo pad. Put some Brillo pad right the way through the middle with some foam chopped up, just to try and break it up a bit, just to give a really nice suppression. It does suppress nicely, it gives a very nice thunk rather than a crack, so absolutely love that. Coming back into the barrel, I am rocking a PDI 205mm 605 bore PDI stainless steel inner barrel. Absolutely amazing. For me, you don't get better than a PDI barrel. I know you can get edgy, and I know you can get all these weird things which kind of like bore and then get bigger and stuff, but for a straight, simple barrel which doesn't cost mega money, I mean, this barrel's like 35–40 pounds. Absolutely spot on. I absolutely love it. I'm just confident that my accuracy is going to be there. Going into the hop chamber itself, I have a ZCI rotary. Let's just pop that, shall we? So there's a ZCI rotary hop up unit you can see there, and my booking of choice for this particular build is a PDI W hold in the 50°. Now, I've gone for a 50° because this is an outdoor rifle. I do shoot 2.8s most of the time. It has proved quite well that it can do 3.2s, and I will probably shoot some 3.2s next time I'm out with it. But it is a very capable weapon. As we flipped over, puts me into quite a nice place. You can just see there, I have swapped out the standard trigger for a 5KU aluminium blade trigger thing. And it is very nice. It just looks a little bit different. The colour fits with the rest of the colour scheme of the rifle. It's just nice. So onto the top rail here. I've kept the standard G&G sights. I could probably save a bit of weight without them, but to be fair, they just I kind of like the look of them. Along the top, fairly cheap T1. Part of me was just going to go all out and buy a Vortex for this thing, because this is my kind of my baby, my ulti build. But then I didn't. I cheaped out whilst I was saving up for a Vortex. And what I actually ended up doing was speaking with my good man Al from Fat Badger Customs, Thin Brown Line. I think this is going to be like the third shout out in as many videos to him now. Huge influence on my airsofting life. He actually 3D printed me a scope protector ring, and I've cut some Lexan to go in there. So what I've actually got now is a £20 cheap Chinese sight, which is never going to smash. 2mm Lexan, it ain't never going to break, and I've got a whole sheet of it, which I paid like £3 for. So that's going nowhere. If you've seen my previous video with the Wild Hog, you'll see that I'm not a fan of extended mag releases. This is the standard G&G mag release on here. It works. Yes, there's a bit of ambidextrousness, but you know what? This thing flicks mags like you wouldn't believe, so cool value is there. As we work our way back, I've kept the standard G&G grip. Got a very good friend of mine, Jonathan, to mill out the screws and the threads around there so I could get this IGL through. So I've actually got the base plate. I prefer to keep the base plate in. I feel it gives the grip more rigidity. If you don't have that plate in the bottom, I just feel like you could squeeze it, squash it, split it up the seams. So plate in there just gives it a bit of rigidity, a bit more oomph, and ultimately it keeps me a very happy boy. So internally, the actual gearbox itself, I'm not going to strip it down because it's not going to be that long of a video. It's the standard G&G box with the sideways adjusting screws and stuff. Alignment, I didn't need to do anything. I just kind of put the engine in the box, dropped the box in. The alignment was spot on because I'm using G&G everything. It's great. Didn't need any tweaking at all. Inside the gearbox is just the Polarstar Jack engine. Fitted the trigger board, again, no problems, nothing needed cutting out, nothing needed to be kind of forced in, it just fitted well. The only modification I made, if you can call it a modification, is I knocked the bushings out of the gearbox just to save some weight. So, not that it's a lot of weight, but we save some weight. So, you will have noticed, obviously, if I've got that in there, I can't get to the FCU. So, what I did is I ran my data cable straight out the back, through where the cabling normally goes, and then my FCU resides in the back of the stock here. So my little mini battery thing just goes in the back, poop, clips in, job done, and it's pretty self-contained at that. How does it shoot? It shoots very, very well. It is a Polarstar Jack, so it's not the most efficient engine in the world. I don't really care too much about the efficiency. I'm not going to a site with just one bottle hoping it will last me all day. I'm not scared to get on the full auto, which I have programmed at 3-round burst for around about 30 a second. I'm quite happy just to, let a few of those rip with it. Either I play at sites which will do HPA fill, or I've got a friend with me who's got a dive tank, or ultimately this summer I'm going to buy my own dive tank, so that really isn't a problem. Efficiency doesn't really bother me. Feeding it, I use EPM ones. They are the ultimate mag. They are the do everything, go everywhere mag for me. Perfect. No other mods done to it really. It's a fairly stock looking G&G. Gets a lot of looks when it's out and about. My most previous outing, I was stood next to a guy with an MTW who couldn't tell me enough how good my gun was until I mentioned it was a combat machine, and then he kind of looked a little bit red in the face because his gun costed easily twice as much as mine, and they were shooting blow for blow quite happily with each other. So that's what I mostly use when I run about outdoors like a crazy fool. If you've got any comments or you want any advice on this particular gun or anything, it's been done to death, I know, but feel free to engage with me. I'm still poking it and I absolutely love it. Please drop my video a like. I'm really, really enjoying doing my YouTube videos at the moment, so all criticisms are taken well. Please drop me a comment in there if you love it, if you hate it. If HPA isn't your thing, Mark, that's absolutely fine. But it's just a different taste. Everyone goes for different things, man. And please do drop a sub to my channel. I regularly do kit videos, and gameplay videos are coming up. I am planning to get out very, very soon. It's coming, it's closer. I've got a lot of indoor work planned coming up. Some new sites, some previously visited sites with significantly better footage. It's all in the pipeline, so please do come along and join me on my amazing ride. Thank you very much if you made it this far, and I'll catch you in the next one.